Heraclitus was not merely an ancient Greek philosopher, but a symbol of creative and groundbreaking thought in the history of Western philosophy. With his unique and challenging ideas, he left behind a timeless legacy that continues to inspire and shape how we perceive the world today. But what makes a man who lived over 2 millennia ago still hold such profound relevance? What makes Heraclitus's philosophy an indispensable part of human knowledge? Let us begin with the most famous question associated with Heraclitus. No one ever steps in the same river twice. This seemingly simple statement encapsulates a profound philosophy about the nature of change. According to Heraclitus, everything in the universe is in constant motion. Nothing remains fixed. The river is always flowing, and every time we step into it, the water has changed, and so have we. This idea not only challenges traditional notions of stability, but also lays the foundation for an entirely new way of understanding reality. Constant change for Heraclitus is not merely a natural phenomenon, but a fundamental law of the universe. He recognized that to truly comprehend the essence of the world, one must embrace and explore change. This philosophy impacted not only fields like philosophy and natural science, but also posed significant questions about humanity's role in an ever-changing world. How can we find meaning and purpose in a reality that is perpetually in flux? Heraclitus ignited this inquiry, which continues to captivate philosophers to this day. Beyond change, Heraclitus delved into the role of conflict and opposition in maintaining harmony and order. He believed that the tension between opposites, day and night, hot and cold, life and death, was the driving force behind the universe's operations. Conflict was not negative, but a dynamic force fostering development and evolution. This perspective was revolutionary in his time and continues to influence modern theories in politics, physics, and sociology. One of Heraclitus's most significant contributions is the concept of logos, a universal principle governing all things in the cosmos. Logos, for Heraclitus, is not merely reason, but the fundamental order and law of nature. This concept holds philosophical significance and opens new avenues for understanding and exploring the universe. Logos inspired many subsequent philosophers, from Plato and Aristotle to Western theologians. Heraclitus's writing style is also remarkably notable. He did not express his ideas with clarity and simplicity, but often employed metaphors and cryptic aphorisms. This earned him the title Heraclitus the Obscure. Yet it is this very style that captivates readers, compelling them to reflect deeply and unravel the true meaning behind each statement. The influence of Heraclitus extends far beyond his era, forming the foundation for numerous philosophical and scientific schools of thought. His ideas on change, conflict, and logos have shaped our understanding of reality and continue to inspire modern discussions and research. Reflecting on Heraclitus's legacy, we see not just an extraordinary philosopher, but a beacon of intellectual courage. He dared to question the unquestionable, confront the complexities of the world, and seek meaning in chaos. Heraclitus reminds us that to understand and master the world, we must remain curious, explore relentlessly, and question endlessly. More than 2 millennia later, Heraclitus's philosophy endures. It is not merely a part of the history of philosophy, but a potent reminder that in a world of perpetual change, understanding and adaptability are the keys to human progress and growth. Heraclitus is not just a philosopher of the past, but a guide to the future, a symbol of intellect, creativity, and the passion for discovery. The philosophy of change, often referred to as the flow, is one of Heraclitus's most prominent ideas, leaving a profound mark on the history of Western thought. While simple in its expression, this philosophy carries a depth that continues to challenge humanity's understanding. Heraclitus's statement, "No one ever steps in the same river twice," is not merely a metaphor, but a declaration about the essence of reality. Everything is in constant flux, and nothing is static. For Heraclitus, change is not just a phenomenon, but the fundamental law of the universe. He believed that everything exists in a state of perpetual motion, from the flowing waters of a river to the celestial bodies in the heavens. This idea challenged the traditional belief in an immutable reality underlying all phenomena. To Heraclitus, change was not a problem to be resolved, but the natural essence of existence. The phrase "no one ever steps in the same river twice" signifies not only that the river's water is ever flowing, but also that the individual stepping into it is never the same. Our bodies, thoughts, and emotions are continually evolving through time and experience. This philosophy extends beyond the physical realm into psychology and human existence, encouraging us to embrace change as an integral part of life. The continuous change described by Heraclitus is not chaotic or random, but governed by a certain order and harmony. This is evident in nature's operations, the transitions of seasons, the life cycles of organisms, and the patterns of the cosmos. Heraclitus emphasized that this perpetual motion sustains balance and progress in the universe. Change, in his view, is not destruction, but the force that drives life. Another vital aspect of Heraclitus's philosophy of change is the role of humanity in facing and adapting to transformation. He did not view change as something to fear or avoid, but as an opportunity for growth and learning. Rather than clinging to what cannot remain, Heraclitus urged humanity to understand and flow with life's constant transformations. This perspective offers invaluable lessons in navigating challenges and changes in today's world. Heraclitus's philosophy of change laid the foundation for various fields of knowledge. In natural science, his ideas paved the way for studying dynamics and transformations in nature. In philosophy, they became the basis for theories of development and evolution. Later philosophers, such as Hegel and Nietzsche, expanded on Heraclitus's concepts, emphasizing that change is the driving force behind historical and societal progress. For Heraclitus, change was not merely a natural law, but a profound philosophical principle. He believed that only by understanding and accepting change could people find meaning and purpose in life. This philosophy encourages us to keep searching, questioning, and progressing, despite the challenges and upheavals we face. Looking back on Heraclitus's ideas, we see that his philosophy of change is not just a theoretical doctrine, but also a reminder of the fleeting and precious nature of every moment in life. It inspires us to appreciate the present, embrace transformation, and seek harmony in the constant flow of time in the universe. The depth and significance of this philosophy have made Heraclitus's legacy timeless, inspiring generations from ancient Greece to the present day. The concept of conflict and harmony. In Heraclitus's philosophy, conflict is not merely a natural phenomenon, but a core element of existence and the functioning of the universe. He believed that everything in the world arises from the struggle and tension between opposing forces. From this opposition, a state of balance and harmony is established, maintaining order in nature and society. Heraclitus used the image of a lyre to illustrate this idea. According to him, the strings of a lyre, each with different tensions, work together to produce harmonious music despite their opposition. Without the tension between the strings, music would not exist. Similarly, in the universe, the conflict between elements such as hot and cold, day and night, life and death creates natural balance and harmony. This perspective reveals that Heraclitus did not view conflict as a problem to be resolved, but as an essential factor for sustaining life and fostering evolution. Conflict in Heraclitus's philosophy extends beyond the natural world to society and human psychology. He emphasized that disputes and disagreements within society are not always negative. Instead, they serve as catalysts for societal growth, driving innovation and improvement. Through diversity of perspectives and debate, humans can discover truths and advance collectively. In the realm of psychology, Heraclitus highlighted that internal conflict is an integral part of personal development. The emotions and thoughts that clash within us are not merely challenges, but opportunities for growth and achieving inner balance. This perspective laid the groundwork for many modern psychological theories, such as Carl Jung's concept of the shadow and the integration of internal contradictions in the human psyche. Heraclitus's ideas on conflict and harmony also profoundly influenced art and culture. In art, the interplay of light and shadow, motion and stillness, often creates depth and beauty. In literature, stories frequently revolve around conflicts between characters or between humans and nature, highlighting the importance of reconciliation and growth. These ideas remind us that from great conflicts, enlightenment, and evolution can emerge. Moreover, Heraclitus argued that conflict is not a temporary phenomenon, but an eternal law of the universe. He believed that the universe must continuously move and change through the struggle of opposing elements to sustain its existence. This view laid the foundation for many subsequent scientific and philosophical theories, from Hegel's dialectics to Darwin's theory of evolution. In summary, Heraclitus's philosophy of conflict and harmony is not just a philosophical lesson, but also a powerful reminder of how we face contradictions in life. He encouraged us not to fear differences or conflicts, but to see them as opportunities for learning and growth. These ideas have withstood the test of time, becoming an integral part of humanity's intellectual heritage, inspiring generations of philosophers, scientists, and artists. The concept of logos and universal principle. One of Heraclitus's most remarkable contributions to philosophy is the concept of logos, a revolutionary idea that has shaped humanity's understanding of the universe and the nature of reality. Logos, in Heraclitus's philosophy, is not just an ordinary word, but represents a universal principle, a pervasive intelligence governing the operation of everything in the cosmos. Heraclitus described logos as an inseparable essence of reality. He argued that logos is the core principle, present everywhere and governing all. It is not a material entity, but an abstract notion embodying order, harmony, and necessity in natural phenomena. This signifies that all changes, conflicts, and movements in the universe follow a common rule, rather than being random or meaningless. Heraclitus's concept of logos extends beyond philosophy into human cognition. He believed that humans need to understand and align themselves with logos to attain enlightenment and wisdom. He emphasized that although logos is ever present, not everyone can recognize or comprehend it. This is reflected in his famous saying, "Although logos is common to all, most people live as if they had a private understanding." This perspective challenges humanity to recognize and integrate with the universal order of the cosmos. Heraclitus also highlighted that logos governs not only natural phenomena, but also social relationships and human life. Conflict, change, and harmony in society are manifestations of logos. This perspective not only introduced a new way of thinking in philosophy, but also laid the foundation for many subsequent ideologies, especially in Greek and Roman philosophy. The influence of the concept of logos did not end with Heraclitus. It extended across generations. Great philosophers such as Plato and Aristotle, as well as Christian theologians, developed their interpretations of logos. In Christian theology, logos was equated with the word in the Bible, symbolizing the wisdom and creative power of God. This demonstrates that Heraclitus's concept transcended philosophy, penetrating deeply into Western religious and cultural thought. Beyond philosophy and religion, logos has influenced many other fields such as science, art, and psychology. In science, logos is understood as the principle of order and structure, enabling humans to discover and explain the laws of nature. In art, logos inspires creativity, manifested in the combination of harmony and conflict to create beauty. In psychology, logos represents the balance between reason and emotion, helping individuals find peace and meaning in life. Heraclitus's concept of logos is not merely a philosophy, but also a reminder of the role of intelligence and understanding in connecting humanity to the universe. He urged us not to live purely by instinct or emotion, but to use reason to comprehend and harmonize with the universal order. Logos, according to Heraclitus, is the key to achieving harmony and enlightenment, a timeless lesson that continues to inspire us through the ages. Heraclitus's style and his dark philosophy. Heraclitus is not only renowned for his revolutionary philosophical ideas, but also for his unique and challenging style of expression. He often employed concise, metaphorical, and cryptic statements, earning him the epithet Heraclitus the Dark. However, this very style added to the allure of his philosophy, compelling those who wish to understand it to delve deeply and confront the complexity of his thought. One of the most distinctive features of Heraclitus's style is his avoidance of straightforward exposition. Instead of clear explanations, he conveyed his ideas through symbolic imagery and paradoxes. For example, his famous saying, "No one steps twice into the same river," does not merely describe the changing nature of water, but invites profound reflection on the perpetual flux of the universe and human existence. This style renders Heraclitus's philosophy multi-layered, inviting readers to explore and uncover the true meaning behind his words. The darkness in Heraclitus's style not only reflects the complexity of his ideas, but also underscores his views on knowledge. He believed that truth is not something easily attained, but requires effort and deep contemplation. As he once stated, the nature of truth is often hidden and difficult to access. This perspective challenges readers and lays the groundwork for a new approach to knowledge, where uncovering truth demands persistence and relentless inquiry. Heraclitus's enigmatic style and profound philosophy continue to captivate and inspire thinkers across generations. His insistence on the difficulty of attaining wisdom serves as both a challenge and a testament to the value of intellectual perseverance. By demanding that we engage actively with his words, Heraclitus ensures that his ideas remain dynamic, resonating through the ages as a call to deeper understanding and reflection. Heraclitus's expression style and dialectical thinking. Heraclitus's style of expression also reflects his dialectical thinking. He often used opposing pairs, such as light and darkness, life and death, to convey complex truths about change and harmony. For instance, he said, "Life and death are two sides of the same reality." These oppositions not only highlight the intrinsic contradictions of the universe, but also affirm that these very contradictions are the driving forces of existence and development. Heraclitus's unique style has had a profound influence on the history of philosophy. Greek philosophers like Plato and Aristotle developed his ideas, even if they did not always agree with his methods of expression. During the Renaissance, thinkers such as Giordano Bruno and Spinoza found inspiration in Heraclitus's obscure thoughts, using them to challenge traditional notions of knowledge and reality. In modern philosophy, Friedrich Nietzsche, a prominent thinker, praised Heraclitus as one of the most important philosophers, recognizing him as the first to grasp the dialectical nature of life. Heraclitus' style also left a deep imprint on art and culture. Many artists and writers drew inspiration from the metaphors and symbolic imagery in his philosophy to create meaningful and profound works. For example, poets and playwrights often use the imagery of rivers and change to explore the complexities of human nature and society. In conclusion, Heraclitus's enigmatic and richly illustrative style not only highlights his philosophical ideas but also underscores the enduring value of knowledge and inquiry. He reminds us that to achieve profound understanding, one must go beyond simplicity and confront the complexities of reality. This approach not only makes Heraclitus' philosophy distinctive, but also inspires future generations, opening new pathways to explore and comprehend the world. Legacy and influence of Heraclitus. Heraclitus is not only a prominent philosopher in ancient Greek history, but also someone who left a profound mark across various fields of knowledge, including philosophy, natural science, art, and culture. His ideas on change, conflict, and cosmic order have become foundational to significant ideologies, shaping humanity's understanding of the world and itself. One of Heraclitus's greatest legacies is the concept of flux, the idea that everything in the universe is in a state of constant motion and change. This notion laid the groundwork for many modern scientific and philosophical fields. In physics, the concept of a dynamic, ever-changing universe has become the basis for theories on evolution and the expansion of the cosmos. In biology, Darwin's theory of evolution, though not directly influenced by Heraclitus, reflects the principle that change is a core element of life. Heraclitus's concept of logos as a universal principle governing all phenomena has had a significant impact not only on philosophy, but also on Western theology and culture. From ancient Greek philosophy to Christian theology, logos has been seen as a symbol of intellect and creativity. In the Bible, Logos is associated with the Word, a representation of divine intelligence and will in the universe. This demonstrates that Heraclitus's ideas extend beyond philosophy, contributing to profound spiritual values in Western culture. Heraclitus' influence is also evident in the works of later philosophers, such as Plato, Aristotle, and particularly Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche admired Heraclitus as a great thinker who first recognized that change and contradiction are not problems to be solved, but the true essence of life. Heraclitus's ideas on conflict and harmony also provided the foundation for dialectical philosophy, an important methodology in both philosophy and social sciences. Beyond philosophy, Heraclitus has had a deep impact on art and culture. Concepts like flux, change, and conflict have become endless sources of inspiration for artists, writers, and composers. In art, the imagery of rivers in constant motion has been used to express the passage of time and the transformations of life. In literature, poets and playwrights have explored internal conflicts within characters and plots, creating works of profound depth and meaning. Heraclitus also left a valuable lesson about the role of intellect and curiosity in exploring the world. He emphasized that to understand and integrate with the universe, humans must accept the complexity and contradictions of reality. This perspective is not only a philosophy of life, but also a guide for those seeking knowledge and understanding. He reminds us that wisdom is not easily attained, but requires perseverance, effort, and passion. Overall, Heraclitus' legacy is not just his philosophical ideas, but a spirit of exploration and innovation. He encouraged humanity to continually question, seek, and progress. His ideas are not confined to the past, but serve as a powerful inspiration for the present and future, reminding us that change and creativity are fundamental drivers of human progress. The legacy of Heraclitus will forever live in the minds and hearts of those who dare to dream and explore. Heraclitus, a timeless icon of change and wisdom. Heraclitus, a great icon of ancient Greek philosophy, not only left profound insights about change, conflict, and cosmic order, but also opened a new perspective on the nature of life and knowledge. He reminded humanity that in a constantly moving world, adaptability and understanding are the keys to survival and progress. Heraclitus's philosophy of flux and change is more than mere observations about the surrounding world. It contains deep lessons on how humans should face transformation. He taught us that instead of fearing change, we should learn to embrace it as an integral part of life. This applies not only to personal challenges, but also to addressing global issues. Heraclitus' concept of logos, symbolizing the universal principle and harmony of the cosmos, has inspired not only philosophers, but also scientists, artists, and leaders across generations. Logos is not merely a philosophical idea, but a guiding principle for human existence, a reminder that no matter how chaotic and complex the world may seem, there is a shared order, a reason for us to continue seeking and exploring. Heraclitus also asserted that in conflict and contradiction, we find balance and progress. This idea carries not only philosophical significance, but also practical applications in modern society. In fields such as politics, science, and culture, diversity of perspectives and debates are the driving forces of creativity and innovation. Conflicts are not inherently negative. They are opportunities to learn, grow, and discover new solutions. Heraclitus's ideas do not remain confined to books. They are alive in the ways people today approach the great challenges of our time. In a world facing climate change, inequality, and rapid technological advancements, his philosophy of change, conflict, and harmony provides a framework for understanding and action. He reminds us that solving these complex issues requires courage, intelligence, and patience. Heraclitus is also a symbol of curiosity and a thirst for discovery. He inspired philosophers such as Plato, Aristotle, and Nietzsche, who further developed his ideas and enriched humanity's philosophical heritage. His thoughts have transcended all boundaries of time and space, becoming an endless source of inspiration for those seeking meaning and truth. Looking back at Heraclitus's legacy, we see not just a philosopher but a revolutionary in how humanity understands the world. He reminds us that change is the essence of life, and only by embracing and integrating with it can we achieve progress and harmony. Heraclitus' legacy is not merely a relic of the past. It is a beacon lighting the path for future generations. In the modern world, the lessons from Heraclitus remain profoundly relevant. We must remember that, like a river that never ceases to flow, life is always in motion and transformation. It is within this flow that we find meaning, purpose, and growth. Heraclitus reminds us that knowledge is not a destination, but a journey, a call to continuously question, seek, and discover. Heraclitus' legacy stands as a clear testament to the power of intellect, courage, and a spirit of perpetual renewal. He did not merely leave humanity with great philosophical thoughts. He provided a shining example of how to live, think, and face the world. In a turbulent world, his ideas continue to inspire, reminding us that with curiosity and aspiration, nothing is beyond reach.